Welcome all to today's class. Today we are going to learn Science Chapter 6. Chapter name is Measurement of Physical Quantities. So, as the name indicates, we are going to discuss in this chapter about measuring the quantities, the units and values we use to how we measure different things, etc. As you all know, in our day-to-day life, we measure many things. When we buy things from shops, weight of fruits, vegetables, food grains, temperature of the body, some liquids, volume of the liquid substances, speed of the vehicle, etc. So, how we are measuring, on what basis we are measuring and valuing these things. So, we are going to discuss and go through this topic in this class. So, measurement of physical quantities, this is the chapter name. As the name indicates, we must know what is physical quantities. We measure many substances in our daily life, like weight, temperature, speed of vehicles, and various things. So, on what basis we are measuring things? We measure table length of the road and etc., distances travel, etc. On what basis, how we are measuring all things? So the quantities such as mass, weight, distance, speed, temperature, volume are called physical quantities. So the properties of objects like mass, weight, distance, speed, temperature, which we measure are called quantities or physical quantities. A value, a unit are used to express magnitude of physical quantity. When we measure and we say the measurement in kilograms, in meters, in degrees Celsius, we say 3 kilogram, 35 degrees Celsius. So a value and a unit is used to express the magnitude of physical quantity. Like I say 3 kilogram. So here a value and a unit is used to express the magnitude of the physical quantity. Now let's see what is vector quantity and scalar quantity. There are two types of quantity, vector quantity and scalar quantity. A quantity that is expressed completely only when magnitude and direction are both given is called a vector quantity. The quantities which are having magnitude and direction both are called a vector quantity. Like in example, you can see 30 meter north, it have the magnitude and a direction. So the vector quantities depends upon the magnitude and direction also. So the quantities depend upon the direction, 30 meter north, 20 meter west. So when we express a vector quantity, we use the direction also. And in scalar quantity can be completely expressed by its magnitude alone. Like in example, you see 40 kilometer, 3 kilometer, likewise 20 kilometer. So here direction is not used. On the opposite, in vector quantity, both the magnitude and direction, like see here north, 30 meter north means 30 is the magnitude and north is the direction. So when we say vector quantity, we will use also mention the direction also, like 30 meter north. And when we say scalar quantity, we only say magnitude, like 40 kilometer, 20 kilometer. So these are the examples of vector quantity and scalar quantity. These two are the two types of quantities. Now let's see what is mass and weight. So what is mass? Mass is the amount of matter present in a substance is called mass. The amount of matter, how much matter or content is present in a substance is called the mass of that substance. Matter has a natural tendency to resist change in its state. When a substance is in a permanent state and we try to resist or change its state, it will resist that change. So matters means all the things around us, everything, atom, molecules, everything around us are called matter. When we try to change its state, it resists that change. That is called, resistance is called inertia. This just for the knowledge. Inertia means resistance to change in the state of matter. And mass is a scalar quantity. So just now we have seen what is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantities can be expressed only in magnitude like this. No direction is used. So here mass is a scalar quantity. That means when we mention mass like 3 kilogram, so we don't mention the direction. It does not change from place to place anywhere in the world. So since mass is a scalar quantity, it is fixed in everywhere in the world. It does not change from place to place. Quantities mass and weight are however different. So you know the weight of a substance and mass of a substance are different. Gram and kilograms are units of the mass. So what are the units of mass? Gram and kilogram are the units of mass. As I said, mass and weight are different. Now we are going to know what is weight. Weight is the gravitational force by which Earth attracts an object towards its center. So what is the weight? Mass means the amount of matter present in a substance. And what is weight? Weight is the gravitational force. So actually mass is the content matter present in the object, and weight is the gravitational force by which Earth attracts. And when an object is placed above the Earth and it is pulled downwards because of the gravitational force of Earth, that force is called weight of the object. Weight is a vector quantity. You know what is vector quantity? It depends upon direction also, magnitude and direction. Like see this 30 meter north. So weight is a vector quantity. It is different at different places on Earth. You know gravity is not same in everywhere on Earth. So since weight is a vector quantity, it will be different at different places on Earth. According to it depends upon the direction. The weight of the object depends upon the direction. So weight is a vector quantity and mass is a scalar quantity. So you know the difference between weight and mass. Weight is a gravitational force and mass is the amount of substance, and mass is a scalar quantity, and on the behalf weight is a vector quantity. So we have learned what is mass and weight, and also two types of quantity, that is vector quantity and scalar quantity. Our body has weight because of the gravitational force of the Earth. So now we have seen what is the definition of weight. Weight is the gravitational force of Earth. So our body has weight because of the gravitational force of the Earth and the gravitational force of the moon being less. So gravity, when comparing to Earth, moon have less gravity, so our weight will turn out to be less there. So weight is the gravitational force of Earth. So since gravity is less in moon, our weight will also be less in moon. Our mass, however, is same at the both places. Mass is the amount of matter present in us, so it will not change depending upon the gravity. So mass will be same on both moon and Earth, and weight will be different. We will have lesser weight on moon since moon have lesser gravity. See, mass will be same. See, you can see in this mass will be same in both moon and Earth, and weight will be lesser. You see 1200 Newton weight this person have on Earth, and when he comes to the moon, since the moon have lesser gravity, his weight is 200 Newton and mass is same. This is because of the gravity. Since Earth have more gravity, so weight is a gravitational force. So and moon have lesser gravity, so weight will be lesser in the moon. So now we are going to discuss about physical quantity. Physical quantities are different from each other. A specific unit is used to measure each quantity. You know, you measure distance in kilometers and meters, and we measure temperature in degrees Celsius. So we use different units, specific unit to measure each quantity. Different units are used while measuring different quantity. We don't measure everything. We measure weight in kilograms and temperature in degrees Celsius. We don't measure everything in same unit. So different things like kilograms, meters, we measure time in seconds, minutes. So everything have different unit while measuring different quantity. So when we measure different things, we need it to make it standard. Like different people around the world are measuring the things, so we have to make a standard units for measuring things. So standardized measurement is what? Standardized measures are required for measuring things. Such measures are called standard units. So we measure temperature in degree Celsius. So it is a standard unit to measure the temperature. So it will be same everywhere around the world. So the unit is called standard units. We have to measure many physical quantities accurately. Accurately means there will not be any mistakes. It will be same. So to measure any quantity we use the unit specified for it. Everything has a specified unit, like weight have a newton, kilograms, and we measure length in meters, areas in square meters. So we use specified unit specified for that quantity. For example, meter is a specified unit for measuring the length. So we can't use kilometers or anything else to measure the meter. To measure the length, meter is a specified unit. We can't use any other unit like kilometers etc. cannot be used. Only meters must be used to measure length. There are many quantities, physical quantities around us. See, we use so many of the quantities in our daily life. So we can't use all of that quantity. So it is enough to select a few of the many quantities and standardize their units. So that few of the quantities which we select and standardize their unit are called fundamental quantities. Such quantities are called fundamental quantity and their units are called standard units. So we select a few out of the many quantities and standardize their unit, and that unit is called the standard unit. Next is international system of units. So to measure the things around the world, an international system of unit is formed. An international system of unit based on 7 fundamental units. So we have seen that what is fundamental quantities. So there are 7 fundamental quantities called the system international or SI unit. We say international system of units or SI unit, and it is currently used all over the world, and it has 7 fundamental units, and few of them, 3 of them are given in this table. So this is a fundamental quantity. What are the fundamental 3 quantities are given: length, mass, and time. And the name of its unit, length of the unit is meter. The symbol to represent the length is m. Meter is represented as m. So first fundamental quantity is length. And what is the second one? Mass, and its mass is measured in the unit. Standard unit of mass is kilogram, and kilogram is represented as kg. Next fundamental quantity is time. Its standard unit is second, and symbol is s. So you have seen 3 fundamental quantities. See, in this picture you can see inside a glass box a shape of cylinder is placed. So what is this? So you can see a solid cylinder made of platinum iridium. It is a solid cylinder and is made up of platinum and iridium alloy. Is kept in International Bureau of Weights and Measures at Paris. At Paris there is an what is at Paris? An International Bureau of Weights and Measures. So it is an international organization to measure the weights, to standardize the weights and measures. There an solid cylinder made of platinum and iridium is kept. For what it is kept like that? As per the international agreement, this mass is called 1 kilogram. The weight of this solid cylinder according to the international agreement is considered as 1 kilogram. So this is 1 kilogram. So in the international agreement, this is the weight of this solid is called 1 kilogram, and where it is kept? It is kept at International Bureau of Weights and Measures. This is just for your knowledge, not to be by heart. Also, the time required for one revolution of the earth is measured by means of an accurate device. So using an accurate device, the time required to revolve one revolution, that is the time it take to revolve once, is measured, and that time is taken as 24 hours. So now we are going to the topic importance of accurate measurement. So why it is important to measure the physical quantities accurately without any mistakes? Various methods of measurement are there, and how accurate a measurement must depends upon its purpose. See, when we measure different things, and how accurately we measure it depends upon its purpose. Like we measure gold, silver, costly items very accurately. Since they are very costly, we measure gold in grams, milligrams, and like that quantities. So accurately it is done since they are highly expensive. And the measurement of substances that are precious or of great importance used in very small quantities is done meticulously and accurately. Sport competition, mass of gold, body temperature. In sport competition, time is very precious. See, everything is counted upon time, the time it takes to complete different sports competitions. So it is done very accurately. And mass of gold, body temperature, when we measure the body temperature when we have fever, so it is done very accurately. So the importance of measurement depends upon the purpose. Now we are going to the topic major cause of errors in measurement. So what are the causes of errors while measuring physical quantities? So first one is not using an appropriate device. There are many devices available in the market. So when we measure vegetables at different shops, they are not proper. They will not be using correct devices. Malpractices will be there. Not using device properly, and the device is not using properly. So these two are the reasons, and it is necessary to standardize weight and measures used in the market. So in markets and retailers, it is necessary to standardize the devices they use to weight and measure, and it is also necessary to check it against a standard measure from time to time. So there will be standard measures in market. So when the shopkeepers, it is necessary to check their measures time to time with the standard measures. So a government subdivision named weight and measures subdivision works. For what it works? Its purpose is to prevent consumers from being cheated. So being cheated on the basis of weight and measures. A weight and measures subdivision functions. It functions under the Food and Consumer Department. Officers of this subdivision visit different places from time to time and ascertain whether the weights and balances are being used are proper or not. So the officers visits different places in time to time, and they check whether these weights and balances that they use are proper or not.